Creative Sonoma, take 2. Okay. Hi, I'm Simi.
And I'm Aziza.
And we're here to tell you how Sonoma County organized funding for its arts through a program called Creative Sonoma.
In the beginning of 2014, discussion groups started being held in communities around Sonoma County to talk about a way to organize art so that they could be more successful publicly. These discussion groups involve people from local government, elected officials, individual artists, nonprofit arts organizations, for-profit creative firms, educational institutions, and more.
These discussion groups went on for 5 months and were supported by over 200 stakeholders who were professionally involved in the arts. Once the discussion was fully fleshed out, the budding organization went through a review process. The review board was made up not only of those involved in the arts, but also local business owners.
On June 24, 2014, the Board of Supervisors established Creative Sonoma, an organization to provide programs and services to help the creative community of Sonoma County do what they do better.
So far, what we know is that Sonoma County didn't have a way to organize their arts and the money involved in keeping them up. The Board of Supervisors established Creative Sonoma to fill this role.
After Creative Sonoma was founded, they put out their mission statement, which includes, "We believe that creativity lives in us all. It just takes a little care and feeding. We also believe that the people who have spent a career exercising their creative muscles make our community more vibrant, more interesting, more provocative, more satisfying. In this case, we believe that more is more."
The organization quickly took off, designating grants to individual artists, art organizations, and special community projects. As of January of 2020, Creative Sonoma oversaw more than $1.1 million direct dollars in grants to the creative sector. Out of these funds, 60% were county allocated, and the other 40% were private donations.
One way that Creative Sonoma influenced all of our lives, although some may have never known, was with the project they called Creative Reopening Sonoma County.
After the COVID-19 pandemic shut down the world and resigned us all to our little bubbles, small businesses were struggling, especially with CDC restrictions on inside gatherings. Across 7 communities across Sonoma County, Creative Sonoma partnered with 76 artists and musicians to create 50 networks of art and 42 performances and readings.
These were a few different things: murals showing the historic and present BIPOC in Sonoma County, a series of portraits of essential workers projected on a building, parklets built and adorned by artists to encourage business, backdrops for safety messages to go in tourist areas, and interactive projects.
With the artistic lens that the Creative Sonoma took on reopening businesses after the COVID-19 pandemic, businesses in downtown areas thrived. Here are some great examples of what Creative Sonoma has achieved in District 5. The Stone Spiral Memorial Display is a powerful public art piece at the West County Health Center's Russian River Health and Wellness Center, which honors the over 1,200 lives lost to the HIV/AIDS in Sonoma County since 1983. Board of Supervisors website and the meetings.
This is an installation of a custom-made mosaic around the exterior base and inside the water basin of a newly installed community fountain. The fountain is located at the entrance to the village of Rio Nido and is part of a larger neighborhood beautification project to create safe and attractive public gathering spaces in the community. The mosaic was designed and installed by local Rio Nido artists. Professional ones, meaning you can't vote in them until you're 18. Once elected, their terms are 4 years.
Artists painted and decorated downtown Gurnville windows with seasonal themes, which will be continued throughout the year.
These were community-driven efforts that paid off almost a full decade after Creative Sonoma's founding. Although government procedure is often slow and drawn out, effects of it last a long time. The community has the power to create, and the government has the power to continue.
Creative Sonoma is a specific example of a general countywide phenomenon. This is an area of legislation the county has complete control over, so they don't need any statewide change to happen first.
If you feel there's an area of the arts or other creative ventures that needs more attention or organization, you can look at Creative Sonoma for a place to start. Ideas can be brought to the Board of Supervisors. Creative Sonoma is also a great resource to reach out to for guidance, seeing as how successful they've been.
Yep. Thanks for following along with us and learning about your county. Look at that. Wow.